Hey, this is Marcus Washington from MTC Media. Look, Canelo took some umbrage this week when Gervonta Davis had made a comment or insinuated that he was the face of boxing now after his win over Ryan Garcia. And you got to admit that Tank, especially in the ring, it's a very popular fighter, has a lot to do with styles, also has a lot to do with who he's fighting. Usually he's fighting guys who find some way to be in the spotlight or to be known. And that's not to take anything away from Canelo. Because, obviously amongst boxing fans, you do know, especially if you're a hardcore boxing fan, the guys that he's fighting. But the truth of the matter is, mainstream boxing fans, they want to see him fight Boo Boo Andre. They want to see him fight Charlo. They want to see him fight Benavidez. Fighters that they know, and two of the three of those fighters are American fighters. If you look at after the Floyd Mayweather loss, Canelo has not fought a bunch of American fighters, and he's only fought two African American fighters. Now, I don't know if there's something behind that on why he won't fight more, but the truth of the matter is that as much as he tries to hype up the fighters that he's fighting, and oh my gosh, if you don't think they're very good, it means that you don't know anything about boxing, just stop. That's only part of the popularity and the draw. Frankly, that Mayweather, whether people would like to say he cherry-picked opponents or not, always fought someone that people knew. Even Guerrero, it was always people that fans knew, mainstream fans knew, not just boxing fans. And Canelo could easily do that. He chooses not to fight those guys. There is no reason that he hasn't fought one of the three between Andre, Benavidez, and Charlo by now. No excuse. While you're running around here fighting these other guys, you could have fought them by now. You've chosen not to because they needed to prove something to you. Come on, give it a rest. Just stop. Quit taking yourself too serious. Just admit that you are afraid that some of their styles will give you problems because you didn't beat Mayweather because of style, and Lara, you really didn't win. That was a gift. You struggle with Bivol because of style. There's certain styles that he just does not match up well against, and he's willing to lose to someone like Bivol or Bivol, however you want to pronounce it, but he won't want to lose to anyone who resembles or reminds him of Floyd, and that's why he doesn't fight him. If you want to be the face of boxing, take on all comers like you always purporting yourself to do. It's very easy. If you put a contract, a reasonable one, in front of any of those three fighters, they're fighting you. And you're so afraid that you're going to lose, that you don't want to fight them, and it's easier to lose to these other guys or risk losing to these other guys than losing to those three, any of those three. So just cut out the whole idea of being a face of boxing and put together something where these fights end up happening. Wasn't that the biggest criticism of Floyd? Even though when you look at Floyd's resume, it's hard to argue with the guys that he fought. People say, well, he fought people later in life. Well, Floyd was later in life too. It wasn't that Floyd stopped aging, and he didn't do like De La Hoya did with Chavez. Chavez was 194 years old by the time that De La Hoya beat him twice. This wasn't young against old. So, that's always overblown with Floyd. But Canelo, all right, you want to be the anti-Floyd, you want to be this guy, that guy, fight them dudes. And tell them shut up. All right? So, yes, Gervonta Davis may not be the face of boxing. But I tell you what, people enjoy watching him fight, and people enjoy the guys that he fights. Shakur Stevenson is right there in that too. So, hey, you got a little competition, Canelo. Just be sure you continue to find ways to make fights and make them against these guys that people want to see you fight. It's not all about you. It's about the fans too. So like I said, great PPV numbers. Not debatable. Biggest PPV draw right now, Canelo. I don't think anyone's arguing that. But if you want to be the face of boxing and you want to yah and act like that you're speaking for the industry, hey buddy, you're gonna have to fight one of them three, buddy. Maybe even two of those three. And you're gonna have to beat them.